Where are they?
Wake up, man. We gotta get out of here. This is a trap.
Of course it's a trap. You need to leave now.
Nice of you to join us. You remind me of your father.
How do you know my dad?
I worked with him for several years. I'm sorry you never got to know him. You could have, if it weren't for Ian.
Don't listen to him. He's...
You have two choices. You can join Ian and get you and your friend killed, or you can pick up where your father left off. Now I find the choice to be quite obvious, but it's completely up to you.
As I was saying, none of that is true. I'm sorry I never told you about your father and how he was an agent. We were the best in the business, and Marcus resented him for never trusting him on missions. That's why things are the way they are, and that's why he was trying to kill you. And now that he sees that you have potential, he just wants to use you as a pawn.
My dad wasn't a businessman? He lied to me?
James, all your father wanted to do was protect you.
I thought he just didn't care. I guess that's why he wasn't home.
Your father loved you very much, James. We went on plenty of missions together, and he always picked the ones that were more trouble than they were worth. I told him he shouldn't do it, that he should think about what would happen if his son grew up with no father. He told me that he needed to keep this world safe for his son, and that was the last I heard from him. When I heard about what Marcus was doing, I owed it to him to stop him.
You think I'm lying? Listen to him. What a sappy story. The mission that your father was on was with me against Ian. It had been revealed to us that Ian was working with the enemy. So naturally, your father and I had to do something about it. I was always on his side, even till death.
He's wrong. I would never betray your father like that.
Of course you would say that now. Back then you only cared about climbing up the ladder of success. You've got promotions after promotions. It didn't matter what got in your way. Or should I say, who got in your way? James, listen to me. The last mission your father was on, Ian stayed behind in the control room as your father and I continued on the mission. Things started to go wrong, and I barely made it out. And well, your father, if it weren't for Ian's actions, he would still be alive. So who are you going to choose?
If you want me on your side so bad, then just let me go.
Your father was my mentor. I didn't kill him. It was Marcus. I watched him pull the trigger.
I can give you a chance to make your father proud. What can he offer you?
You're right. There's no way he could have gotten all those promotions in 8 years. He showed me his badge. It's not even that old.
Kid, I'm a secret agent. Of course, not everything on my badge is going to be right. But as for the contents of that folder, well, it speaks for itself.
My choice is Ian.
Well, kid, congrats.
What are you talking about?
You passed the test.
Test?
This whole thing was a test to see if you were ready.
Ready to be a national security agent.
And I passed?
Now you can follow in your father's footsteps. I know you'll do well as an agent.
Ian was telling the truth, for the most part. Neither of us killed your father. It was the enemy.
Wow.
Now it's time for your real training. To really push your limits at the academy.
Now about you.
Straight out of UPA, y'all.
Is it recording?
Mike, that's the shot.
Now I'm finally starting the show like I wanted to be.
Back out a little more. Sure. Or at least go. Okay.
More like church, Lucas.
Okay, I'm gonna find my feet or faster to here.
Alright, right there.
It is a musical. These lines are meant for musicals.
You think I'm lying? Listen to him. What a sappy story.
What a sappy story. That's all I got right now.
Do-do-do-do.